question number 12, we're looking to find the coordinate, which we're going to label point C, on line segment AB, such that it is 2/3 the distance from A to B. Okay, first thing I want you to notice is that this is a multiple choice question. And we can always use the choices given to help us either narrow down or find the correct answer. So first, let me at least show you how to solve for at least one of the axes to find the distance. So when we're looking at distance, we need to draw that right triangle of ours. And you'll notice along the x-axis, A goes from -4 to +5. And that is a length of 9 units. Okay, so, and if you also notice, each x value is unique and different. So I only need to solve for one of the values, either x or y, because if all the x values are different, if I find the correct x value, then the y one also has to be correct. So if I have a length of 9 and I want 2/3 of 9, remember 2/3 of any number just means we're going to multiply 2/3 times 9, which gives me 18/3, and 18 divided by 3 is 6. So that means that 2/3 of AB, specifically the x value, the x coordinate, that is 6 units from A. And I know it's A because it says A to B. So from A, which is at -4, I can count 6 units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which brings me to +2. Now, if you notice, the line is, I drew the line A to B. So if I take a look here at 2, 2, does represent 2/3 of the whole line. Now, don't get confused, because there are 2 6s in our answer choices. But 6, they're looking for the coordinate on the graph. Okay, and 6 represents 6 units from point A, not the actual coordinate 6. Okay, so that's obviously how I can find my answer. But let's say you didn't remember how to do that. Plot the points you were given. So A is, choice A, -3 1/3. So -1, 2, 3, and a little bit. And -6 brings me, it actually brings me all the way down here. So if you notice, the point is not even on the line. So clearly that can't possibly be correct. Then we have -1, 1. So -1, +1. Again, not even on the line. 2, 2 obviously is on the line. And my last option is 6, 8. Well, 6 along the x-axis puts me here, and 8 along the y-axis puts, so I didn't even have to do all of this. Because if you notice, there is only one answer that's given to me that's actually on the line, and it's 2 comma 2. So all the rest of them are wrong. So this is just goes to show you how using your answer choices can be helpful when you're unsure of how to solve a particular problem. Number 13 is similar. You're not given a graph in the question, but I will always provide graph paper for you when taking a test. So Nate wants to visit his friend Mac before going to the park. Nate's house is located at -2, 4, and the park is located at 10, 2. Find the location of Mac's house if it's half of the location. Okay, so solving this, if I was going to use a graph, and then 10, 2. Now, I could also solve this just by drawing a number line, not necessarily using a graph. So again, my x values are -2 and 10. So again, that's my 12 units. Half of 12 is 6, so 6 units from -2. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Gets me to +4. And then I can just do the same thing for the y-axis. The y goes from +4 to 2. So clearly that's just 2 units. So halfway between 4 and 2 clearly is 3. So that would be my answer, 4, 3. Okay, so I'm going to first plot -2, 4. So -2 along the x-axis, 4 along the y. Then +10 on the x, 2 on the y. Here we go. So that's my line segment. Okay, so you notice along the x-axis, I'm going from -2 to 10. So that's 12 units. And half of 12 is 6. So 6 units from -2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 puts me at +4 for my x coordinate. Your y value is only 2 units long. So clearly it's at 3. So 4, 3 is exactly halfway.